Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Hey, good morning, fabulous first grade. Welcome back to our PBS classroom. I'm Mrs. Hammock, and I'm here to help you learn all the skills you need to be excellent readers and writers. So I was reading another penguin story because I love animals, and this one is called Pierre the Penguin, a true story. Yesterday I was reading a story about emperor penguins. This penguin is an African penguin, and they don't live where there's ice and snow. So you might want to find out about this kind of penguin, and you can look for it at your county public library, or look for it and see if they have it on Sora for you to check out so you can learn about Pierre and his true story. I think you'll like it. Okay, Sora time. We're ready to count down and put our number 3 school on our checkout list. Are you ready? I wonder who it will be. Let's see. Boerne Elementary School. Way to go, Bears. Great job. Number 3 this week. All right, Boerne, here's the challenge. Let's see if you can make it to number 2 next week. Will you check out more books and read some more? I want to see your name at the top of the list. Great job. I got a letter, and it is beautiful. My friend Zuri sent me a letter, and look at this great picture that she made for me. Oh, it is all about letters and numbers and the alphabet. She did a great job. So I'm going to send her one of our free activity books. So if you would like a free activity book, would you please send me a letter? You can mail it right here to the PBS studio, right at the address at the bottom of your screen. You can even send an email. Make sure that you give me your address so that I know where to send your activity book. I can't wait to read what you want to share with me. Great job. All right, friends, it is time for us to get busy with our learning, and we always start by training our ears for sound. Today, we're playing that familiar game called What's My Word, and we're blending. One of the most important things we learn how to do in first grade. So I'm going to tell you some sounds. I want you to blend them together and tell me what my word is. Are you ready? Wait. Good job. All right, how about this one? Hey. Terrific. All right, one last one. Paint. Great job. You did really well. All right, we're working on that long A sound that says the A sound. Time for us to do some fluency. We're going to start with our digraphs. That's right. All right, say them with me and say the sound. CH says ch. TCH says ch. Remember, this one is found at the end of words. Here we have WH, hua. PH, f. TH, f. And SH, sh. Good job. All right, we also learned the long I or the long vowel sounds with that spelling pattern with the magic E or silent E or super E, whatever you want to call it to help you remember that it's a long vowel sound. So let's try some of these spelling patterns and make sure we know them. I, consonant E, says I. O, consonant E, says O. Remember, this line here means there's a letter there that's a consonant. E, consonant E, says E. And U, consonant E, says U. Terrific. All right, I'm going to bring my pointer over because we're going to need it in a few minutes. Let's take a look at our train card. That is for the long A sound, and there are many ways that we can spell that sound. So we're working on 3 of them today. So let's read the way we spell it and then say the sound, and then I'll read a word for you using it in that way. Here we go. A says A as in acorn. AI says A as in wait. AY says A as in lay. Good job. A says A, AI says A, and AY says A. And then don't forget our A consonant E also says A. See why reading is so tricky? That's why we have to practice. Let's blend some words together. Are you ready? We'll practice blending. Here's the R. What sound does that make? R. Then we have AI. What sound does that make? A. And then the L. Ul. R. A. Ul. Rail. Rail. Good job. Let's try this one. We have another R. R. And then what does AY say? That's right. A. R. A. Ray. Good job. Like that could be the ray of the sun, or it could be someone's name if we had an uppercase R. Maybe you know someone named Ray. All right, let's see if we can build some words. We're going to build some AY words today. All right? So what if I wanted to write the word tray? Tray. What do you think I might need at the beginning? Yes. That consonant blend. Good job. Good listening. See, all those word games are paying off. You're starting to hear those sounds. A, tray. Terrific. What if I wanted it to say stay? What would I need then? That's right, the beginning sound changes, and I would put up this consonant blend. St, a, stay. Good job. Let's try one with our AI sounds. What if I wanted to write the word or spell the word chain? Chain. What do you hear at the beginning? Ch, ch. That's right. It's our digraph. C, H. That says ch, ch, a, n. What do I need there? Good job. This is getting too easy for you. Chain. Great. Terrific. Are you ready to read? Good. Let's go to our reading chart and let's practice some of our words for today. All right. W-ate, wait. W-a, way. D-a, day. M-a, may. Gr-a, gray. T-a, ul, tail. Plain, plain, train, train. How did you do? Good job. All right, my friends, it's time for us to look at our high frequency words. Remember, those are the words that we need to know as fast as we know our name, so that when we're reading, we don't have to stop and sound out every single word. We can save our brain power for the trickier words. These are words that you need to know as soon as you see them. So we have been working on 6, but 2 at a time. So let's see what words we're working on today. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Carry. C-A-R-R-Y. Carry. And let's see what the next one is. Give. G-I-V-E. Give. All right, here are my sentences. Be thinking which one makes sense. I can use a basket to grapes. Okay, think about that. All right, let's read the next one. I will you this snack. Would that be I will carry you? No, that doesn't make sense. How about I can use a basket to carry grapes? And how about I will give you this snack? Did you do okay? I knew you would. All right, now we're working on alphabetical order. Remember, that's when we put things in order of the alphabet. And we practiced it by using the first letter of the words, but now we have some words that are a little trickier. So let's take a look at the words I have for you today. All right, I have bus, train, and bike. All right, I'm going to get out my pen, and I'm going to circle the first word, first letter of each of these so we can take a look at it. All right, I've got that, and then another B. Okay, all right, I see that we have two words that have a B, and then we have a T. T I know is way down there, so I know that one's probably going to be last. So I'm going to move it. And now I need to decide which one of these two words is going to be first in our alphabetical order. So I'm going to look at the second letter because the first letter is the same. So that means I need to move to the second letter. So here I have a U and an I. Let's take a look at the alphabet. Here's the I. Ooh, the U is way down there. So we're going to put the word with the I, B-I, comes before B-U, and then train. And now we have our words in alphabetical order. Let's try the next one. Are you getting the hang of it? All right, oh my gosh, do you see what I see? Ah, they all start with M. Ooh, this is really gonna be tricky. I hope you brought your extra brain power today. Okay, they all start with M, so what do? Right, we have to look at the second letter. So here we have a U, an I, and an A. Oh, that one was easy, right? Because we know A comes first. So we're going to put that one there. Now we need to decide about the I or the U. What do you think? Let's look. Here's I. Oh, and U's way down there. So that means M-A, M-I, M-U. That is in alphabetical order. All right, are you tired? We have one more to do. Can you do it with me? All right, let's first look at the beginning letter. This one has a C. This one has an A. Oh, and this one also has an A. All right, so I know that A comes before C, so this one's going to go over there somewhere. And now I need to decide between these two words. Which one is going to be first? So I'm going to look at the second letter. This one is a T, and this one is an I. Okay, which comes first, T or I? Oh, I heard you shout it out before I even finished. There's the T way down there. That means I comes first. So now I have AI for aim, AT for at, and cook. Great job. Wow. You are really good at putting things in alphabetical order. I want you to keep practicing because that's going to make you a really good thinker. I hope you'll come back and spend time with me tomorrow so we can practice more letters and sounds and AI and AY words. I know you're practicing at home, and practice those high frequency words. You've done a lot of work today. Thanks for joining me. I hope you'll come back tomorrow. Will you sing with me? Goodbye now, the clock says we're done. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. I can't wait to see you tomorrow.
Good morning to a brand new day.